Hi! Okay, so today we're going to talk about women who hit on married men. This can also be applied to men who hit on married women, but that's not so much a problem. And the women hitting on married men, it's a problem. So this mostly started happening when me and my husband were engaged. He started going to class again, his semester started up, and he would get surrounded by females. Of all sorts. Females, 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 everywhere females. An occasional male too, but still, females everywhere. All hitting on him. And he would tell them, hey, I'm engaged, okay? I'm in love with my fiancée, love her to death, please leave me alone. And he made that clear in pretty much every class. But the flirtations and the hitting-ons and the inappropriateness continued. And I'm going to give you some real examples of what they said to him. The first one is actually one of my personal favorites. These two girls who had been troublesome before, you know, staring at him and everything when they're looking at the clock. They were sitting next to him, I guess, and they were talking about going to dinner while he was just on his laptop or something. And they're like, yeah, after class we should totally go to dinner and blah, blah, blah. And then one of them turned to my husband and was like, hey, do you want to go to dinner with us? And he said, no, that would be wildly inappropriate. No, I'm engaged. No, I'm gonna go home and see my fiance. And they're like, what? You're just going to dinner with us? And he said, no, I'm engaged. No, I'm not going out with two girls. This was their response. What's your problem? It'd just be a one-night screw. Mind you, screw's not the word they use, but I'm not saying the actual word, okay? But you get the idea. The only thing I have to say to that is curb stomp. Curb stomp. Yeah, curb stomp. Example 2. This was when he was actually married and had a ring on his finger. A lovely ring, mind you. I bought it. So this girl was like hitting on him. I don't know exactly what she said, but blatantly hitting on him. And he said, excuse me, married, and showed her his ring. Just, you know, not that girly though. And she was like, you don't have to be such a dick about it unless you want to be, and like winked at him. Curb stomp. These are just 2 examples of what has happened in his classes. And it's always in his classes. I don't get it. I mean, does social economics really make girls that turned on? Because it makes me go to sleep. Because I have no idea what's going on in it. I'll admit it. But I don't get it. It's ridiculous. And girls, let me just tell you now, for any of you who have intentionally hit on a, married man, here's some tips. 1, stop it. 2, stop it. 3, stop it. It's tacky. One girl who was just being friendly to him, asked to see some wedding pictures. And so he showed her the one that was on his phone. And she was like, wow, no wonder you ignore all those girls that hit on you during classes and stare at you, because you have that to come home to. You're darn right he's got this to come home to. Kidding me? Please. All you girls hitting on him, you're probably not that hot. You're really probably not. So give it up. I know my husband's a sexy beast. I really do know. And I know better than all of you will ever know. So stop it. And stop hitting on married men in general. It's tacky and you're making us look bad. We're not all like that. Find a nice single man to hit on. I mean, seriously. Stop it. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, or else married men everywhere are gonna keep getting hit on. That could mean your man too, or even your woman, 'cause I don't discriminate.